We actually are finding that there's at least 4 really big high-priority challenges that enterprises are facing when they are making mobile applications. Now, the first big challenge is a little bit obvious. It's the fragmentation in the market, the fact that there are so many different kinds of mobile devices and mobile operating systems, and you basically have to support them all because there's no one clear dominant one. So that's the top priority challenge, of course. But right after that, as the second priority challenge, what we're seeing and what the industry analysts are telling us is that the quality of the mobile application is an issue because businesses don't want to put a mobile application out in the marketplace if it's not very good quality. They'll get a low rating in the App Store, and that might be worse for their reputation than not having a mobile app at all. So they're really worried about quality. Then the next issue right behind that, the next challenge is how they can bring the mobile application to market really quickly, because the expectations around mobile software nowadays, rightly or wrongly, are that it's going to be produced really quickly and updated on a very frequent basis, and this doesn't match up with the life cycle and the way that a lot of businesses are developing their software. So accelerated delivery is a big challenge. And the fourth challenge that we're hearing about is the need to integrate the mobile application with pre-existing enterprise services and data that the businesses have invested millions of dollars in, perfectly good, and they don't want to have to redo it just to have a mobile version of their business application.
I've always had a fascination for computers and technology, and I made a few apps for the iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. I'd like to share a couple with you today. My first app was a unique fortune teller called Earth Fortune that would display different colors of Earth depending on what your fortune was. My favorite and most successful app is Bustin' Jeeber, which is a Justin Bieber whack-a-mole. I created it because a lot of people at school disliked Justin Bieber a little bit, so I decided to make the app. So I went to work programming it, and I released it just before the holidays in 2010. A lot of people ask me, how did I make these? A lot of times it's because the person who asked the question wants to make an app also. A lot of kids these days like to play games, but now they want to make them. And it's difficult because not many kids know where to go to find out how to make a program. I mean, for soccer, you could go to a soccer team. For violin, you could get lessons for a violin. But what if you want to make an app? And the kids' parents might have done some of these things when they were young, but not many parents have written apps. Where do you go to find out how to make an app? Well, this is how I approached it. This is what I did. First of all, I've been programming in multiple other programming languages to get the basics down, such as Python, C, Java, etc. And then Apple released the iPhone, and with it, the iPhone Software Development Kit. And the Software Development Kit is a suite of tools for creating and programming an iPhone app. This opened up a whole new world of possibilities for me. And after playing with the Software Development Kit a little bit, I made a couple apps. I made some test apps. One of them happened to be Earth Fortune, and I was ready to put Earth Fortune on the App Store. And so I persuaded my parents to pay the $99 fee to be able to put my apps on the App Store. They agreed, and now I have apps on the App Store.